Tractor through Carpenter, and Dunbar are going to make contact. Caution flag going to come out.
Open wheel modifieds. You're going to be up next for hot laps. Go ahead and start hopping in those hot rods and making your way to staging at this time. Open wheel modifieds. So you're going to look down. You're going to see the 08 of Jacob Sharp, Dakota Lamping, Amelia Rector, and Jordan Johnson. Going to be your first four of your front wheel drives out right now. So this is going to be your hot lap qualifying session. They're going to get about 4 to 5 laps around Golden Mountain Raceway to set their quick time, as that it was how they'll start their feature a little bit later on in the program. So, of course, like I was saying a little bit ago, you got Jacob Sharp, Dakota Lamping, Amelia Rector, and Jordan Johnson. Going to be your first 4 out to take time. So Dakota Lamping going to go to the top of the board in that R3 with a 20.334. Jacob Sharp going to be second. Amelia Rector and Jordan Johnson. Jacob Sharp now going to the top of the board with a 22.14. Dakota Lamping second. As Amelia Rector says, move over, boys. I'm going to the top. 21.53 for the young lady in the 717. As the white flag going to be displayed, it's going to be one more rotation around Golden Mountain Raceway Park. Amelia Rector going to be at the top of the board. Jacob Sharp, Dakota Lamping, and Jordan Johnson, your top 4. So how about it for Amelia Rector, the only female in the group, setting fast time. So here we go. We're going to come to the green flag this time by 4 laps around Golden Mountain Raceway Park to set their quick time. This is hot lap qualifying. Everybody chasing that 717 of Amelia Rector. So Larry Patterson in that P15 going to jump to 4th quick. So that'll do it for your final group of front wheel drives. Amelia Rector, Going to be at the top of the board, that young lady showing these boys how to get it done around Golden Mountain Raceway Park. Once again, last call, open wheel modifieds. You need to be in staging right now. Open wheel modifieds, you need to be in staging. And Crown Vics, you need to be making your way to staging. 17 Crown Vics on the property, as that is probably the biggest amount of Crown Vics I have seen in any singular race so far. So here we go, race fans. Your Crown Vics, probably one of the fastest growing classes in the Southeast. 17 drivers in your Crown Vics. As you're going to look down, you're going to see that 271. That's Chad Crane, as he exploded the rear end in this thing back in practice. After a lot of mentoring and questions, he got that rear end figured out. Put a new ring gear and pinion in that thing. As that's going to be Raymond Nelson in the 15, Joshua Taylor, and Chris Wilson. For those of you guys that have ever heard that name, Chris Wilson knows he has been around the dirt track game for a really long time. So the checker's going to come out on group number 1. Chris Wilson going to go to the top of the board, 21-249. 21-249. Chad Crane going to be second, 21-594, 21-954. And Joshua Taylor, Raymond Nelson going to round out group number 1. As we're going to roll down group number 2, some big names in these Crown Vics. We'll see how he does in a rear-wheel drive machine. He's used to them front-wheel drive hot rods. And behind him, that's going to be the 3 of Travis Sietsma, an open-wheel modified driver out of Crossville, Tennessee. Then you're going to have Scott Randolph, the gold digger, in that number 2. Jonathan Allen, Mr. Enduro. And me giving chase to him as we're going to turn this group loose. Everybody's chasing that number 10 of Chris Wilson, 21-249, the time to beat. So Scott Randolph going to take over that number 2 spot, 21-531. 21-531 for Scott Randolph. Chris Wilson, though, still at the top of the board. Take that back. Travis Sietsma going to jump up to number 1 spot. That's going to be fast time. First one into the 20s, 29-6-2. 29-6-2. But if there's anybody that has something to say about it, that's going to be the 7 back there of Corey Vickers. Corey Vickers, longtime Crown Vic driver. So you're going to see rolling down right there on the front straightaway in that Doug Performance back to number 116. That is the Little Dream, Mr. Cameron Weaver. You're going to be giving chase to him. That's Kirk Turner in the 1. The 5, that's Chris Wilson, another Wilson. That was a super late model driver for many years here in the Upper Cumberland area. And the 7 of Corey Vickers. Corey Vickers knows his way around Golden Mountain Raceway. So making quick work out of the rest of these guys. Cameron Weaver, top of the board, but taking it back. Kirk Turner in that number 1, going to be top of the board. It's going to be Cameron Weaver and Kirk Turner, as they are 0.2 of a second off of each other. 26.97, 26.97 for Kirk Turner. So your final group out to take qualifying going to be the 4 of Jeremy Carr, Tyrell Bowman in the 77 throwback, as that looks an awful lot like Todd Bowman's old street stock from years ago. No Armstrong, going to be the 85K. Brady Williams and Randy Carlisle going to round out your Crown Vics. So the fastest in this group so far are going to be the 77 of Tyrell Bowman. And that white and red, number 77. As we'll see if he can pick it up here on his final. No, he'll have to get in the brakes. As Kirk Turner going to go to the top of the board. He will start on the pole of tonight's feature a little bit later on in the program. And it's going to be Cameron Weaver, Travis Seatstema, Tyrell Bowman, and Scott Randolph. Going to be your top 5.